they say there are two happy days in a boat owner's life. The day you buy the boat and the day you sell a boat. Well, today we are selling this boat. Boom! And today we also bought this. How happy am I? Last time on Sailing Music and Lyrics, we head south.
We are road tripping it. We are heading down to Palm Coast, Florida for a first thing Monday morning survey and sea trial.
We haul out Music and Lyrics for a peek.
And they pulled her out. Looks like she needs a little bit of scrubbing and loving.
I am happy.
Looking good today, so far. We'll see how it goes.
And I climb the mast in a lightning storm.
Tack!
Lisa does a great job sailing our soon-to-be catamaran off the coast of Florida for our sea trial.
It's my second time tacking.
Hua 6 gets an awesome review.
She's officially an above average boat.
And I take her out for one last fast ride. And an amazing day.
Very happy. Very happy.
So I made it to Fort Lauderdale. It was a very long day. Started off with a delayed flight. But I'm here. I didn't film any of this trip like I did before, but I've been here 3 times in the last 2 months, 2 times within the last 2 weeks. But I just got word. I landed, had some dinner, or I've eaten for the first time today, so whatever it is. It's just now 5 o'clock and I've been done for a little bit. But the loan is closed and we are now boat owners officially. Sailboat owners. We were boat owners before, but we're now officially sailboat owners. That is awesome. I'm relieved. I'm a little scared. I think it's finally setting in. But yeah, it's done. It's done. I'm gonna go. I'm waiting for the current owner. I'm sorry, I'm the current owner now. We are. I'm waiting for the previous owner to come here, and we're gonna go to the boat.
There's a switch.
Yeah.
On the 12-volt panel, the top right is a group water. You want to turn it off?
Sure. We're not gonna do a full walkthrough today. Today's me getting to learn the boat. Once I get to learn the boat, then you get to learn the boat too. One thing at a time. So my first night on the boat was done, and today we're gonna sail the Atlantic. But first it's time for coffee. I'm up. I'm actually up and not doing too bad as far as my normal routine. I'm adapting already pretty well. But that's definitely going to take a little bit of getting used to. So I just looked at the weather, and I've been obviously keeping an eye on the weather, as everybody does when you're getting ready to make a trip like this. We're in Fort Lauderdale right now, and we're going to go to Cape Canaveral. Sorry, brain fart. And we've got, it's going to 24-hour trip. We'll have 5 to 10 knots from the southwest all the way up the Gulf Stream, all the way for the day, and seas less than 2 feet. So the boat's a little bit of a mess right now. I'm still trying to figure out where things are going, so please excuse the nightmare. But it looks like we're going to be motor sailing the entire way. I mean, this boat is designed to, like, 10 knots is really the limit for sailing efficiently. I'll get into real in-depth stuff later on, but being an electric cat with the reconfiguration that she's had, being this unique of a boat, that's really what she's designed for, is to really sail over a 10-knot breeze. And motor sailing is nearly just as good. You will not hear an engine. I mean, you won't. There'll be a diesel generator running, and unless you're sitting on top of it, you really can't hear it. So should be a great 24 hours. I think so.
So,
If you've been following the blog, then you're well aware of all the windlass issues we have with this boat. It constantly threads the anchor chain back through itself. To say it's been frustrating is an understatement. And despite the previous owner's mildish manner, my language is quite salty.
did the chain link get caught in there? Yeah, every time. See the way she does? Mm-hmm. She wiggled, you know? So what I do is put my hand there.
I am currently
Hey, Mark, got a copy on that too.
we are currently heading out.
To be your Marina, to the vessel calling, please acknowledge and switch to channel 68.
Hey, Jude, going to 16.
Everybody's talking a lot here. We are heading out to the Atlantic. We left Fort Lauderdale on Saturday, August 12th at 9 o'clock in the morning. The first part of the day was flat as glass, and as predicted, the winds were calm and out of the southwest. Absolutely flat.
I love it.
It was a great time for me to learn more about our new boat. The previous owner, Pascal, was gracious enough to crew with me to Port Canaveral. During the trip, Pascal taught me all about the boat's unique systems and quirks. And I even got to teach him a new trick.
So you have the wind at 180 degrees, running wing on wing.
Pascal had never done this before. I also had some time to finally reflect. It had been a long road at this point. I am of the belief that by sheer will, I can control an outcome. I believe that positive energy goes a long way, even in today's society. And here I was, on a boat that I had been dreaming about for over 11 years, and I was sailing her up the Gulf Stream to my home port. This was a dream that had finally come true. I would have never been able to do this without Lisa. She really is the bestest. Originally, our plotted course was going to take us right up the coast with just enough Gulf Stream to help nudge us along, but Mother Nature had plans of her own. As this front came rolling off the coast just north of Jupiter, Florida, we diverted further east, out into the Atlantic,
to outrun the storm. This was a success of sorts. You see, the storm had broken up because this was being blown in from the south, and there was no stopping her from steamrolling us. Eventually, we would push over 25 miles east, further out into the Atlantic, and off of our intended course. Now, Pascal is a great guy, and I can only imagine how hard it was for him to be the previous owner of this beautiful boat. And when I said we should turn the boat into the storm and drop the main before it was too late, he scoffed and smugly said,
"No, we will be fine."
I go below into the salon to close up the hatches, and we take a wind wave over the bow. It fills the salon with water. I quickly close the forward-facing hatches and head back to the flybridge to assess the situation once more, and I hear Pascal say,
"Oh, shit!"
Now, I'm not going to say that I didn't say I told you so. And yes, I know what a double negative is. I'm a grammar Nazi. But at this point, we turn the boat. We face the storm head on, and we drop the mainsail and the Genoa. As we turned back around, we saw 40 knots on the Windex, and the boat sped up to 12.4 knots for the next 30 minutes, just on bare poles and the current that was with the Gulf Stream. I was a little scared, no lie. But just as fast as the storm came, it was gone. Sunset came and I was able to take in the day. I was tired, physically and mentally, but amped up just the same. I had just faced a storm with 40-knot winds while sailing in the Atlantic Ocean in the Gulf Stream. It felt good. I was happy, but I missed my angel, and I knew that she would be in Port Canaveral in the morning. The night came and went without any further drama, and when the new day had dawned, it was a gorgeous sunrise. My first while aboard our new home. The anticipation of what was to come was starting to build. Pascal would leave the boat as soon as we docked in Canaveral with barely a goodbye. I could tell he was sad. Lisa and my good friend Rodney, along with our hired crew Darren, would join me for the rest of the journey north to the Chesapeake Bay. I was now the captain of a sailing vessel to be named Music and Lyrics. I would be responsible for 3 lives other than my own, and one of them was my own wife. It was a lot to think about, but I knew I was ready for the challenge. I was ready to put myself to the test. This was my dream. This was my time. I had the perfect boat and the perfect girl.
Hey, you.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for watching episode 3 of Sailing Music and Lyrics. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give that like button a big old smash. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget the bell notification because it will let you know wherever it is. It will let you know when we have a new episode up. What's coming up in the next episode?
Next episode, you and the rest of the crew meet me in Canaveral, and we go up the Gulf Stream back to Hampton.
For 3.5 fun days of sailing, which in likelihood really wasn't that fun for me, but you will find out a little bit more in next week's episode. Before we go, we do want to let you know that poor Mr. Jack is empty. So if you're feeling so inclined, we'd love for you to become a member of our band on Patreon.
Please.
Feel free to tip us there. And was there a last thing?
Well, if we're here, I mean, we're in the Alba Coast right now, and we're having a great time. We're beautiful.
Except Jack's
Manjack,
empty.
yes. We're at Manjack Key right now. I mean, we've made it almost all the way around. We're getting ready to head back. So
Yep. So we are quite behind. Stick with us because we will get caught up on the season when we're in the off season back in the southeast of the United States. Thank you guys again. See you soon.